Hi everyone, it's me. So today we are going to try and guess some classic British slang. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alanna and I am a Canadian, but I have been living in England for almost 5 years. So guessing regular day-to-day slang is a bit too easy for me, okay? I'll go ahead and say that. I've heard a lot, I've been here for a while. I think I could guess regular slang. But what about historical slang? So today we are going to guess some classic historical Victorian type British slang and hopefully not embarrass myself. But probably will. So without further ado, let's go. Now our first Victorian era historical type slang word is afternoonified. Oh no. I kind of thought that these would be easy to guess. I have no idea. Afternoonified kind of sounds like, you know, in the afternoon when you're getting a bit tired and you're just sort of lazy and you're afternoonified. You're sort of sluggish and tired and you'd like to have a nap. That's what I'm gonna say. Afternoonified is actually a society word meaning smart. Example, the goods are not afternoonified enough for me. I think this is going to be harder than I originally thought. Next up, we have back slang it. God. Back slang it. I am going to say back slang it means... Okay, I'm gonna say backslang it means to take something not seriously. You know, that's what I mean. You're not taking anything seriously, you backslang it. Like, oh, are you studying for that exam? No, I've backslang it. That doesn't make any sense, but that's what I'm going with. Backslang it. Thieves use this term to indicate that they wanted to go out the back way. Oh my god. Next up, we have bags o' mystery, which I actually love the sound of. I couldn't tell you what it means. Bags of mystery. Maybe it means in situations where you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know, it's a bag of mystery. Bags of mystery, whatever. You know, it's a surprise. You don't know what you're going to expect. That's my final answer. And that's probably not even close. Bags o' mystery is an 1850 term for sausages. Quote, because no man but the maker knows what's in them. The bag refers to the gut, which contains the chopped meat. So bags of mystery literally is a term for sausages. Okay, our next Victorian era historical British slang is bang up to the elephant. Which, I don't know. Well, let's think about it. Historically, I think elephants would probably be very exotic. They'd be very interesting and exciting. So bang up to the elephant. Maybe it refers to a situation that is really exciting and interesting. You know, you're going someplace new. Maybe you're at a beautiful, fancy restaurant or something, and it's exotic and it's exciting. Okay, I'm trying my best here, okay? Bang up to the elephant, this phrase originated in London in 1882 and means perfect, complete, unapproachable. I guess elephants are kind of perfect, aren't they? And definitely unapproachable. Next up on our quest to discover historical British slang is batty fang. Okay. Batty fang, in my gut, my first instinct, so batty, may refer to someone who's a little bit like scatterbrained, right? Sort of in modern day Britain. Usually it's like you know, someone who's kind of lost their marbles. They're a bit batty. You think of like an old lady who's a bit batty, maybe a bit scatterbrained. That's at least how I know of it. That might be wrong in and of itself. I don't know. I've just said it. So it's too late to back out now. So batty fang maybe is somebody who is a little bit crazy, you know, a little bit strange, a little bit kind of batty like in our present day, but you get the added fang on there, which is kind of like Halloween-esque, but I know the Brits don't really celebrate Halloween, so I don't know. I'm gonna say someone who's a little bit crazy, a little bit strange. Okay. I think that's a pretty good guess, if I'm being honest. Batty fang, low London phrase meaning to thrash thoroughly, possibly from the French batter effin. I can't speak French, don't ask me to say that again. But it is a London phrase to thrash thoroughly, batty fang. None of these are really making sense to me. Next up, we have a phrase that's very dear to my heart, butter upon bacon. I love both of those things, so I'm hungry and I'm ready to go. But what does it mean? Butter upon bacon. Well, you don't normally butter bacon, right? You butter bread and then you put bacon in it and you have a wonderful bacon sandwich. But butter upon bread, maybe that perhaps means that you have done something wrong, or you've done something out of order, or it's not quite right. You know, it's something that's like butter upon bacon. You don't butter the bacon, you butter the bread. So you've done something just a little bit wrong. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Butter upon bacon is extravagance. Too much extravagance. Quote, are you going to put lace over the feather? Isn't that rather butter upon bacon? Like, okay, sure, I guess. Fine. Okay. Whatever you say. Next up, we have cat lap. So, cat lap. Okay, so you're sitting, you're lounging, you have a cat on your lap, perhaps. So maybe, okay, so I'm thinking it's a wonderful, like, Sunday, early afternoon. You're sitting, you're comfortable. Maybe you've got a cup of tea and a nice book. You've got your cat on your lap. So cat lap means to, like, fully relax, you know, to just unwind. Cat lap. Okay? I feel like my guesses are wonderfully perfect, but I mean, they're not right, are they? So let's see. Okay, cat lap. A London society term for tea and coffee used scornfully by drinkers of beer and strong waters. In club life is one of the more ignominious names given to champagne by men who prefer stronger liquors. So cat lap is basically like a burn. You burn somebody because they drink tea and coffee, whereas you drink beer. So if you want to insult somebody, like a Victorian, you could call someone a cat lap, perhaps. I think it's wonderful. I'd love to be a cat lap. Just sit and relax with a lovely coffee, maybe a biscuit. Yum! Next up, a Victorian historical British slang phrase is a church bell. Now, if I just saw a church bell written down, obviously I'd think of an actual church bell. Church bells are regular, they are loud, they serve a purpose, they're a bell. They make noise. So maybe it is either somebody who is loud, somebody who makes noise, maybe somebody who is annoying. Can we say that? Let's say that, all right? So a church bell is a talkative woman. That's kind of offensive, but also hilarious. So next time you are chatting with someone, hopefully they are a friend and they're a bit too chatty, you know, talking quite a lot, go ahead and call them a church bell and see what happens. How about a chuckaboo? As in one word, chuckaboo. This is obviously not any real word added to any other real word like cat lap or a church bell. So we are dealing with a made-up word. I honestly have no idea. maybe it was to refer to a certain type of class of person. Like, it kind of feels a little bit like friendly, but also it could be like condescending. So maybe a chuckaboo is like somebody lower class than you or younger than you or something like that. I don't know. That sounds like a good guess. Let's go with that. Chuckaboo is a nickname given to a close friend. Okay, any of you guys have friends out there? Go ahead and call them chuckaboo and tell them that you care about them. Okay, be nice to your friends. Next up, we have don't sell me a dog. So maybe it is somebody who is trying to like pull the wool over your eyes, right? Somebody who is claiming to be something, I don't know, don't sell me a dog. So don't sell me a dog. So when would I say that? I would say that when somebody is trying to lie to me. Or trying to no, I like lie. Don't sell me a dog. Somebody's lying to you about something. Don't sell me a dog was popular until 1870. This phrase meant, don't lie to me. Apparently, people who sold dogs back in the day were prone to trying to pass off mutts as purebreds. Can I get a 1 win? We got a 1 win, you guys. And it was about dogs. I mean, it's not really about dogs, but that's awesome. Next, we have got the morbs, which nothing comes to mind at all. Got the morbs kind of sounds like an illness. So maybe it is referring to someone who is ill and you're like, hey, is Dave coming to the pub today? You say, oh no, he's got the morbs. You don't know what he has necessarily, but you know he's not quite right. He's a bit sick. He's ill with something. I actually really like that guess. I think I'm getting better at guessing, but even though they're not right, it doesn't matter anyway. Got the morbs. Use of this 1880 phrase indicated temporary melancholy. Oh, they're sad. Oh, dang. Got the morbs. Anybody out there got the morbs? You're gonna be okay, I promise. How about make a stuffed bird laugh? We got to assume that it is something very funny because stuffed birds, of course, are dead. So somebody who is like a clown, a jokester, maybe says something that's really funny or done something that's really funny to make the stuffed bird laugh. Make a stuffed bird laugh? Absolutely preposterous. That's not really what I said, was it? Close though. We also have mind the grease. Now, what would that mean to Victorians? Any Brits still around that say mind the grease? Probably not. I want to say it means someone's coming around to your house. Maybe it's a bit messy. Kitchen's a little bit dirty and they say mind the grease, although that might be too literal. Maybe it's just you've done something that's a little bit shameful or your house is a bit of something a little bit bad. And you're just like, ooh, you know what? Mind the grease. It's not actual grease, obviously, but you've done something that's a bit crap or your outfit, is a bit disheveled, something a bit negative. So you're saying mind the grease. Could be, right? Mind the grease. When walking or otherwise getting around, you could ask people to let you pass. Or you could ask them to mind the grease, which meant the same thing to Victorians. So next time you are walking along the street and someone's walking a bit too slow, go ahead and pass them and say, mind the grease. And maybe you might get laughed at, or maybe not. And finally, let's end on rain napper. Something I love to nap. And if it's raining, I love it even more. So a rain napper, we could take it quite literally. And maybe it's somebody who naps during poor weather. Or if we want to get a bit more abstract, maybe it's kind of like a fair weather friend. Like when you're having a really hard time and it's raining and you're struggling, they're nowhere to be found. They're having a nap. So it's a friend that doesn't help you in your time of need. That is such a good guess. Tell me that is a good guess. That's probably not even close. But a rain napper. Let's find out. an umbrella. So those are some classic historical British slang words and phrases. I got one right. Some of them were kind of close, and to be honest, some of my definitions I think were better than the actual. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I can say whatever I want. This is my channel. Thank you for watching. I know a lot of British people watch my videos. Like 90% of people are British. Hello, I see you. Thank you for being here. Did you guys get any of those right? Are any of these used in any parts of the UK? I'd love to know. Leave a comment. But thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. And I hope you like this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!